1 second.
Well,
Just give me here in a few seconds.
that's all
Sorry,
right
bathroom
because
exit.
we are live, unfortunately.
Oh, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Woo! Welcome to the Nobody's Podcast.
We have our host here, Yannick, and Vanessa, but she's not there yet, and me.
Yeah. Oh,
And
Christ, this is so strong.
the sun.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden there's like a fucking reflection of the sun onto my eyes.
Okay.
Good timing.
Yeah. Well, it is just like shining in, just like a wall of brightness,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, this is using a lot less power than my Mac was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, is the... well, I guess I'll check. I'll check if the video is much better this time around.
Oh, it's got to
Stream
be.
itself.
Hands down, it's got to be. I have two screens hooked up, and it's only using like 0.5%. Like not like
that's so much faster. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Come on, phone. Finish up your update.
Yeah. Oh, so welcome everyone to our podcast. We're starting off on a slow note today.
Slow note, pretty accurate. We are live now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, so you can sit down.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
So there's Vanessa. So we'll have you introduce yourselves. There's Yannick and Vanessa.
You can start real quick.
And then Vanessa,
Well,
you
my
can
name
introduce
is-
yourself.
Perfect. My name is Vanessa Sevilla. You can follow me. My channel is Vanny Sevilla. Some advertisement there. I have a channel in Spanish and one in English, but they're just starting. So I look forward to making more videos and more podcasts with you guys.
Sounds good. And Mr. I'm in another world over there, Mr. Yannick. Introduce yourself, my friend.
All right, give me 1 second. Just gonna...
Well, I'll introduce myself. I'm Shane Chapadeau, and I'm Yannick's cousin. We decided to start a podcast called the Nobody's Podcast because we literally are like nobody, and we just figured that
Quite literally.
if anybody can have an opinion, well, we can too. So, yeah, this is our channel, and we hope you all enjoy. All right, Yannick, introduce yourself.
All right. Well, my name's Yannick Labelle. I am from New Brunswick. I am a digital artist when it comes to logos, designs, banners, ads, websites. That's what I do. And we created Nobody's Podcast fairly recently. Now this is episode 3.
Episode 4, actually.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it is 4. I might have messed up the banner, but hey,
Well, anyway, whatever episode it is, it's another episode, and we're happy to be here. All right.
Yeah.
So, any news today? I know it's Sunday, and usually nothing happens on Sunday, but
today's weather news. Absolutely beautiful day, sunny, blue sky. So, and I've seen some pictures of the protest, and it's getting even bigger. It's getting beautiful. It's getting beautiful. It's already beautiful, but it's getting even more very beautiful. Now people are bringing more stuff, making it more entertaining for people to stay, and that's great. The more people stay, the more impact we'll have.
Exactly.
Right.
She's fantastic.
Well, today I just looked quickly. I didn't really want to watch all the videos and stuff today because
Yeah.
I try to get a break of it too. You know what I mean? Because I hear about it like all the time, just like COVID. But
crazy, right?
I saw videos and it looked like there was literally like 5 times more people there
Yeah.
for a Sunday. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, what do you guys do today?
Well, for me, we've been just playing games, waiting some food, and we've been waiting for this podcast to start.
Exactly. We're just waiting for you, Shane.
Yeah,
to be ready to get the podcast started.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's like, I try to do too much at once, and a lot of times I'll be like, yeah, I can do it, and it's like, yeah, I can do it this time, but then something comes up, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta do that. Oh, shit, I gotta do that. So I try to, today I think I did pretty good. Just had to get the laptop set up, which was really easy. Just setting it up, which didn't take very long. So
that's awesome. I mean, the video looks significantly better on the stream.
It looks very, very good.
There's no lag.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
so it really was your Mac just being too slow for streaming, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious too. It's just sad because I had all those audio effects and everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta do what you got. And does my voice sound okay?
Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
It works. That's all that matters.
Perfect. And I think that now that I have it set up like this, I can actually do screen sharing. So if we want to show anyone anything, that I can just share my screen so you can see it as well.
Cool.
So
it's
fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So, what do you guys think about everything so far? Have you heard any news about anything? I know you mentioned we talked yesterday, and we were talking about how Ontario was going to lift some restrictions. So, anything else that you hear about any of all that, or?
Personally, I don't know much about that yet. Unfortunately, I would like to see the dates. When are we reopening our society? However, I know that Doug Ford just decided to call the whole province is it emergency?
Yeah.
We're in emergency right now.
We're in a state of emergency now, apparently.
So that is not looking good, and it has to do with the protest, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, well, actually, it was 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, Ontario declares state of emergency. Actually, I'll share the screen. I could share it from my end, because I'm already on my screen.
Sounds great.
So if you want to go in the live stream, just tell me if you see it, Unick. I'm pretty sure you do. But
right,
I'll show my screen here. Pretty sure it does, though. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so right here, it says Ontario declares state of emergency, threatening fines and jail time. 2 days ago. But that's 2 days ago, and look, people don't care.
I don't think it's going to change anything at this rate.
No, I like the news articles, though. It's protests swell at Canada's capital as Ontario police struggle to end bridge. It's it's crazy.
Oh yeah, well we're not the whole bridge thing. They're planning to send essentially a SWAT team.
I thought they'd already done that.
Well, I don't think it worked. I think there was too many protesters, so I think they're probably gonna try again, but with bigger numbers this time.
More people came out. There's more and more people.
No, what they're gonna do? Yeah, but what are they gonna do? They're gonna send a bigger SWAT. Then they're just gonna send more people to the bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they're gonna send kids and stuff, and there's dogs and animals there, I mean, what are they gonna do? They can't just start shooting people. That's a good way to start a civil war, right?
Exactly. They have to be very careful
really,
with that.
Yeah. Let's see. Ontario, Windsor. Windsor Bridge. Let's see here. U.S. 2 hours ago. U.S.-Canada Bridge to reopen Sunday after police clear protesters. Oh, really? Let's see what that says. I don't know if that's going to have audio or not, but I'm just going to see.
Oh, Nobody's podcast. I mean, I love that. It makes
Great
me so
name,
happy.
guys. Nobody's podcast.
Yeah. Says North America's busiest trade link will reopen traffic on Sunday, ending a 6-day blockade. Canadian police made several arrests on Sunday and cleared protesters and vehicles that occupied the Ambassador Bridge. The blockade has choked the supply chain. Yeah, whatever. Where some Ottawa residents said, we're fed up, we're tired, we want Ottawa to be boring again. It's like, really? Wow. I wonder if it's actually really. I wonder if it's really done though.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Check it out. See if you can find anything. This was February 12th. This was yesterday. They didn't clear everybody out though. See, this is the news, right? Like, what's really going on there? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah. Truck driver is being fired for protesting the Freedom Convoy. I mean, he probably doesn't care at this point. Protesters defy order to clear bridge connecting. Yeah, most of this is just like government news.
Yeah, not really what is really going on, but what they want you to focus on, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do some research right now just to see like what's the latest of all that. Let's see here. Let's see.
So we have another group of people that have joined the protest. The armed forces veterans.
Oh yeah, military people.
Yes, military people are joining the protest.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
There's a veteran that made an online post saying, "I want, we fight for freedom. I think it's time for us to join again and fight for freedom again because we're losing it right now." And I'm like, oh man, this guy knows. He's being smart. I'm so happy. I mean, yeah, they've literally done it. But this time, instead of being, aggressive, they're going to be peaceful. And it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy and proud of my country. They fought for freedom.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely.
So they're fully aware of what we are doing right now.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're a veteran and you don't support freedom, I don't know why you're a veteran to begin with.
Yeah. Well,
like it's literally, if you think about it.
Well, I mean, we need to respect people's opinions no matter what, because I'm sure there are people who are not sure in which side they are because, the whole fear-mongering provided by the government on all COVID situations. So we obviously we support freedom, but we respect everybody's opinions and choices.
Yeah.
But we support freedom and we want to be free again.
Oh, Alexa, cancel timer.
1 hour timer canceled.
Oh,
I was
the
going
timer,
to start halfway through the.
Yeah, because if the timer would have went off and you wouldn't have showed up, she would have had to leave, or she would have left earlier.
Yeah, I was thinking about just leaving around this time actually, because we're taking a little bit longer to start the podcast, and I have other plans. But I definitely wanted to have this conversation with you guys, so I'm glad that we are making it happen.
Oh, okay. So do you have to leave now, or are we good to go?
Oh, I'm good to go. It's a good time.
Plans have been rearranged. It's
exactly, because we actually got started.
Yeah,
Because yesterday we started a bit late, so today I was like, well, if that's the case, unfortunately, I would have to leave a bit earlier.
Right. No, I didn't want to start late like yesterday. Yesterday was pretty crazy, but hey, we did it,
Yeah. We
wanted to start at 7, and then it was like midnight.
Actually, kind of like 5, then it just kept pushing. It's fine.
Hey, just hold on a second. I just want to see if this works. See if I play audio. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it works. Okay, so if I play audio on my end, you'd only be able to hear it if you actually listen to the stream. This letting you guys know. But if I see a video, I can play it, and it'll actually record onto here. So
Nice.
anyway, I'm a total noob at this, everybody. So be easy on me, okay?
Well, you're doing a great job so far.
I'm trying, literally trying. But yeah, I'm on YouTube right now, and I don't see anything. The newest thing I see is a day ago. It's Sunday, so everyone's like, "I'm not working on Sunday," but I want to go on Rumble. And I'm gonna share my screen. So if you want to see it, you'll have to look at the stream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on Rumble, and I'm gonna type in Ottawa protests. I'll just type in Ambassador Bridge because I really want to see what's going on. Police moves in. All right, let's see what's going on.
My puppy mattress just arrived today, and I'm about to open the box.
It's a good idea to go in this.
Let's go. We were on the market for a really good mattress. We were spending.
It's looking very good.
I think there is a huge double standard. There's the
So right now,
they get to do what they want.
So right now I'm just playing a video. I just want to see what happened and what went on, or what's going on here. Oh, listen, they towed a truck.
Capacity to call me
up to
That is so
of
trippy.
God-given rights, we're seen as terrorists, we're seen as criminals.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're trying to make everyone seem like they're terrorists and stuff. It's like, what the hell?
It's
no.
so dumb.
No, it's unbelievable.
You know, people need to go to the protest and see for themselves what it truly is. Just a peaceful gathering, just, you know.
I mean, hey, there was a lady or someone out there that was like, yeah, I was reading all the news and I wanted to see it for myself to see if it was real or not.
Right.
Because you had both sides, a little bit of both sides, but mostly big news reporters.
Right.
And she or he went to the protest and came back and reported themselves that the news was full of shit.
Yeah. The best way to go about it is just going and seeing it for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That is
If you
100%.
have the opportunity, go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I was going to try and go next weekend, but I'm going to do what I can. Yeah, so I'm looking on Facebook here, like on the Convoy page, and looks like it's still going on in Ottawa anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, today? Absolutely.
Yeah, there was some footage that we watched about the protest today, and there is so many people. It looks like
it's wild. It's awesome.
It's absolutely incredible.
That's only the people that decided to show up. I can just only imagine how many people are home watching the live streams, like 10,000, I think.
Wishing to be in there, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Some live streamers have like 10,000 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
They're just recording the protest. There's a lot of people that are supporting this. A lot more than people think. Like, if we could get every single person that actually would like to be there, it would be too many people. Probably.
Yeah, the whole city.
Well, I'm just gonna show my Facebook page here, but it's like play some audio.
All here to end these mandates.
This was just 4 hours ago. You can see there was a woman talking. They have a big screen behind and everything.
Yeah.
And there was one guy yesterday I messaged. Open. I want to view his profile. I just want to see. Because he was videoing the whole thing at the Ambassador Bridge yesterday. I want to see what he's saying here.
Yeah.
You gonna say hi?
Whoever's coming down.
Hi, Angie. Thanks for watching. Well, actually, on the point that you were making, so the way downtown is set up is that very close to the protest, you have the canal, and on the canal there is actually facilities, I guess, washroom facilities that people can access to.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely an option. And it's just very close by, maybe like a 10-minute walk.
Oh, yeah, they're not very far away.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be there forever, but as long as it's there at the moment,
At the moment,
you can access
it's
it.
Definitely.
And once they reopen the mall, which they should, hopefully.
Well,
I think it is.
Not opened the mall
They
yet?
closed the mall for a week when the protest started. I don't know if it's still closed. I haven't checked.
Oh, they're probably pissed off people were wearing a mask.
Not a single
you should
person
have
was
seen
wearing a
the
mask.
first day of the protest at the mall. People were just gathering, buying food, eating at the mall, like people.
Yeah, it felt so nice to finally see
so
people
beautiful.
eating.
Just faces, smiles everywhere at the
mall.
mall
was full.
It
was
really
full.
was. And everybody was wearing like Canadian attire and carrying flags. It was just beautiful.
People singing "Oh Canada."
At some point, there were people singing "Oh Canada" at the food court. It was just so beautiful, so peaceful, so Canadian.
Crazy.
It was a very tough choice for me to make to go to work on that day because it was my last day before getting laid off. But it was I wish I had stayed at the mall the whole day, honestly. It was just so beautiful, just like before, even better anyway.
Right.
Because now everybody was, in it together. We all had the same mindset. Apart from AMW, where was working there? Listen, mate, we're just trying to eat a meal, and you shouldn't really require a mask to begin with to buy a meal. You already have these plastic shield protectors,
and you
and the mask. You're fully protected if it is even true. Because I've heard stories about the fact that we don't even transmit the virus through touch; it's only through air, and the mask doesn't really do much to help with that.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
You know how we all prevent getting viruses? Just dress up into a NASA suit and just put an oxygen tank in there. Just walk around.
Yeah,
all the
there you
time.
go. You only breathe fresh air.
Yeah, compressed air.
Imagine that day. Oh man, see that's the thing, right? I wouldn't want to have a future where we're all walking around with our own oxygen tank because we're afraid of getting any sort of viruses.
Oh,
it's kind of what the government wants to do to us now.
Yeah, and I'm sure they would make so much money off of it too if we could go in that direction.
But for the people, what is the point, honestly? We want to live our lives freely, and regardless, at this point, we know most people are gonna do well with 90% of the population vaccinated and the unvaccinated still doing perfectly fine. So we're gonna do just fine. And from my humble and personal perspective, we don't know when we're gonna die. So honestly, we need to plan life accordingly so we can enjoy and actually be happy. Otherwise, what is the point of living?
Yeah. That's a pretty strong statement.
Yeah.
It's very accurate though.
Jeez. It's good. But
it's like people say, you don't know when it's your last day.
Yeah.
So spend every day like it's your last.
Absolutely. It's the more all this stuff keeps going on, people just are more crazy, more worked up. They must have known that eventually you keep people locked away or you keep things away from them. Eventually they're gonna be like, hey, what the hell? Okay, this is enough. You know what I mean? It's you get Pope. You know what I mean? There's only so many times you're gonna get Pope before you react. It's just kind of the way humans are. But I don't know. Right now, I'm just watching a video. I just want to see. I'm just gonna share this. It's on my screen here. I'll send you the. I don't know if you're gonna see it, but I'll send you the link in it. And if you want to see, this is the page of the guy I was following yesterday. He was in Windsor, and I just want to play it just to see what's going on here.
But they're looking to come in. That's why they've got all the buses here. That's why they got all the big trucks here. They're coming. So, we tried. We tried. There was 30 of us all night freezing, and that's all that's here right now.
So what does it say?
That's all that's here right now.
What's happening now?
So what it is I guess like overnight people kind of held back, but a lot of them ended up going home.
So they're staying
because it was like freezing overnight.
Wow.
Yeah. So it looks like the whole Ambassador Bridge thing is done, but the whole thing in Ottawa is not.
Oh no, Ottawa's never. That's not changing. The trucks are there. They're here to stay.
Wait, 8 hours. Wait, 8 hours ago. This one here was 9. I'm just looking on the page here.
Whole town's wiped out with the flames. That was a state of emergency. Now, today we've got another state of emergency. There is a bouncy castle on Parliament
They have a
Hill.
lot of cops just.
Oh wow, yeah.
Lining up.
In this video here, and if you're watching the stream on YouTube, just to see like what I'm showing.
Yeah, we have it right here.
Yeah, well, right now, it looks like there's veterans at the Ambassador Bridge protest.
Wow.
Like, I don't think there's any more trucks on the bridge, but I think that there's still. Oh yeah, there's a whole ton of people that's still there. So like, they're legit showing people that hey, like, you can say what you want, but this is a legit protest. Like, this isn't.
Yeah.
You know.
100%.
Crazy. Yeah, probably even the video looks a lot smoother, huh?
Oh, miles smoother. Like, it's very much watchable.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was very jittery. So I think this is a massive improvement. Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
Your laptop is definitely a good choice.
The way to go.
Because look at that. That's so smooth.
Looks great.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I can even put the settings up, but I just didn't bother. Huh. Well, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so I think this is legit gonna change something.
It has to.
I think
it has to.
I think by I think tomorrow or by the end of the week, there's gonna be some changes. I mean, if provinces are thinking of hey, like, we want to open up, like, we're tired of being closed, then I think that the federal government's gonna say, like, well, you know what, I think it's about time we do it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see people being locked in again for a whole year. I don't see it.
No way.
No way. I definitely don't see this going past the summer. Like right now with the cold that we've been having, well, today's a beautiful day, but like a Saturday that we went, was it like a week ago? It was minus 30. That was the weather that you could feel, maybe like minus 20 with the wind chill, minus 30. It was, Celsius. So yes. I don't know what that would be in Fahrenheit.
You're looking at nearly 100 Fahrenheit. Not 100 Fahrenheit.
No.
100?
My bad. Minus. I'm thinking about the opposite. Minus something.
Minus something.
Paul, isn't it?
Alexa, what's
Alexa.
30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay. Well, minus 30.
30.
Alexa, what is minus 30 Celsius in Fahrenheit? Stop.
I don't think she knows.
Alexa.
Now she's not listening properly. You're not supposed to be listening.
Find out.
She's still going. All right, there you go. Alexa, what's minus 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Minus 30 degrees Celsius is minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
Minus 22. There you go.
We
got
it. Now you know exactly the cold weather that we were having about a week ago, last Saturday, not yesterday, but a week ago, on the protest. And there were so many people. That's when they were having like a whole concert rave sort of thing, and it was absolutely beautiful. But my personal belief is that if this is happening during the winter, once we reach the summer, we'll be literally unstoppable.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh,
something's happening with your audio, Shane.
My audio?
Yeah.
Sounds okay.
Not from my
No? How about now? Okay.
Say something?
Hey, what's up?
Is it just me?
Oh, is this headset?
Hey, hold on.
It didn't do this yesterday to you?
No, I didn't wear it yesterday.
It does this to this one specifically.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, as long as it's just me, then.
I mean, you can turn it off, turn it on back real quick if you want to. No, you don't need to take it off.
How do you? This?
Yeah. You can put it on. That's a nice chair. Look at that beautiful, like, cyan chair. Wow, this is awesome. I much prefer the quality.
Oh yeah,
of the
it
stream now.
looks absolutely beautiful, guys. Good job.
Ooh, guys. He's the one who fixed it.
Hi, Shane. I mean, thank you.
He doesn't have his headset.
I'll be right back.
All right, we'll see you in 20 minutes.
Very busy. Yeah, honestly, I feel that with this cold weather that we've been having in Canada's capital city, and people are still gathering and protesting, and I genuinely believe that as soon as the weather warms up, we're going to be unstoppable, because all the people that are at their houses right now wanting to go but debating due to the weather.
Yeah, no, it's 100% gonna be even bigger during summer if we get to summer. Hopefully we don't. I would like to have a free summer for once in 2 years. You know, it'd be really nice to
it would
go
be very
outside,
beautiful. Yeah, to
go to
go
a picnic,
outside.
go to the movies. I don't know, just do something. Go to a restaurant. There's so many things during summer that we're missing out in Ottawa because of the fucking.
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
Dumb. All the activities. They can't even plan it because they don't know if there's going to be a new variant that's going to make it another lockdown or something similar to a lockdown that's just not called lockdown.
See, at some point we have to start living. We can't just be afraid.
Afraid.
Well, most of the people are fearful and they're scared for
That's
their
true.
lives.
The people, a lot of the people that, as far as I know, that get the third dose is because they're afraid of getting it.
And yet they're still afraid of getting it. So at some point you have to feel that you are protected enough.
And the funny thing is, it's the people saying, oh, well, just get the third, or let's say you have your 2 doses, you're fully vaccinated. Well, just get another one, you know, because now the government said you can have another one. Well, I mean, 2 months from now, are they going to say, okay, you can have the 4th one?
Actually, the 4th is already been given out to elderly people. It's been about a couple of months.
How many doses are you going to get a year? Oh my God. It's been nearly,
Yeah.
It's only been a year and people are already getting
4 vaccines?
4 doses of the vaccine. How many do you need before you're considered vaccinated or good to go? Like, there's no good to go. They're just going to keep raising it until we eventually just give up on it. Because right now, the only reason they're still giving it out at that high a dose is because they've made plenty of orders for them, like a ridiculous amount.
Oh yeah, we have enough. I believe the government ordered something like enough for 10 doses per Canadian from Pfizer, which is
more than 10 doses per Canadian. That's ridiculous.
How do you even predict that you're going to need 10 doses per
That's
Canadian
probably why he's so like, no.
adamant
we need to
on pushing
open
the vaccination as well.
Got a huge debt that we need to pay. Oh man, it's ridiculous. That's the thing though, right? It's the fact that they're making money off of our well-being, and that's why they're might not be all the reason, but that's one of the reasons that they're not willing to just cut everything off right away. They want to make sure they get as many people vaccinated, 3, 4, I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe even 5 at some point. I know there's some places on the planet that's already given like 5 or 6 doses per person, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
When is it gonna stop? Well, just keep getting doses, and we'll find out. Never.
See, it's not about just giving them out. It's about updating them, which is something that got me very confused. Like, people already get their their third dose basically, and we had just come into Omicron. So how
and then
do
the
we
Omicron's
know?
like, hey,
It just didn't care.
if you're
It just kept,
vaccinated,
getting everybody
nothing
sick.
changes, or you won't even affect anything. Like, you're not going to prevent people from getting Omicron.
It's like they should have taken some time to actually make sure that third dose was actually going to be helping against Omicron. Because right now, the process of giving the disease and passing it on, it hasn't been proved or affected.
Uh-oh. Don't know what's going on here. Their stream had just cut. I think you guys still hear me.
In any looks perfect.
Hey,
Looks fantastic.
are you guys using a lot of your internet? Because I lost literally like a couple.
Hey, we're not moving anymore.
Yeah.
He's still moving, but we're not moving.
Yeah, but now you are.
Oh, we're moving again on the stream?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but...
Okay, perfect.
We're just a bit frozen there.
Okay, so we didn't say all of that for nothing.
Woo! We actually got our point across.
No, well, all of what you said is literally been unheard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, when I came downstairs and I sat in the chair, there was like maybe 20 seconds of what you were talking about. I couldn't hear you. I was almost about to just message you.
Okay, that's weird. All right.
That is weird.
Well, essentially, what we were talking about is it's ridiculous how people are still expected to get a third dose, a fourth dose, maybe a fifth dose eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when do people think it's gonna stop? It's not. You know why? They bought 400 million doses of Pfizer in Canada.
More than 10 doses per Canadian.
Wow. Yeah.
So if they just, no more mandates, no more, that money, gone.
That's a lot of money.
Gone.
That's probably why he's so like resistant at like opening everything up, because he's like, yo, we need to get at least like 6 doses per person before we have a profit.
Yeah, the Trudeau government is not doing it for our well-being. That's what we know.
That's the problem.
100%.
That's the problem of having socialized healthcare, if you want to really think about it. That the government's in charge of your health. So if you pay all your tax money into getting stuff like that done, then you don't have a say, because you're not paying for it personally. It's gone into this fund where everyone's money's gone, and if they are the ones that decide, that they decide for everybody. So now, because they bought all those, now it's like, well, we bought all these doses of whatever vaccines, and now it's like
Pfizer.
they're literally holding everybody hostage to it. It's like, hey, we bought all this with your taxpayers' money. You guys better fucking take it. And that's exactly that's exactly what it seems like too. I'm not saying that like it's definitely nice when you don't have to pay a medical bill and stuff like that, but I can kind of see why some people question it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely, I do.
As someone who doesn't like going to the doctor or hospitals and would only do it if I'm actually extremely sick, I haven't gotten a full body checkup in like 5 years, I would happily get my money back instead of paying for healthcare.
Yeah.
Same with employment insurance. I would happily get that money back as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, well, what if you got sick? It's like, well, I've gotten sick. I've had to go to the hospital, and I've had surgery, and I have health insurance. I pay, whatever. It's not the best. Like, yeah, it's nice when you don't have to pay, but in times like this, it makes you think, well, maybe it's better that I pay. So at the end of the day, I actually have kind of like more freedom. You know what I mean? I never thought like this before. I never thought like this before either. I used to think that, yeah, we have free healthcare in Canada, man. Like, it's the shit. But I mean, you kind of learn about things later on. You get older. It's like, wait a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're paying for it either way, right?
Exactly. It's just that would you rather pay for it and actually have a say, or would you rather pay for it and not have a say at anything? And when times come like this and you decide not to do what they want you to do, then you lose your job and you lose your livelihood.
It's crazy.
Wow. There's too much control on the government that we just didn't realize that they had.
Well, that's
This
the thing, right?
illusion of freedom.
It just seems like they're trying to make everybody like non-dependent on themselves and just dependent on the government.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But it's a frightening reality.
Yeah, it
So
is.
Shane,
Yes.
can you talk more about the differences in healthcare between Canada and the United States? Because from what I understand, in the United States, since you get to purchase your insurance, which I guess I said get to, but I guess you have to spend money on your own healthcare, but you also basically have better access to healthcare. Like in Canada, if you have an emergency, if you have to go to the emergency room, you can be waiting there for 12, 18 hours, literally. You can be literally just waiting until you are the next person to go in. So how would that be different in the United States with your insurance provider?
Well, like when you go, like I haven't experienced a lot of it. My wife knows more about it than I do, but as far like from my experience, it's just and from what I've gathered, it's just like I've never waited at a hospital here. Like I went to a hospital, you show like your insurance card or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, okay, you have this problem. Like, because sometimes you'll wait, but you won't wait very long. You know what I mean? And in a lot of cases, like when you're going to see like a doctor, you're going to a doctor's office. You're not going to emergency. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like my wife, like, well, 2 months ago now, but whenever she had COVID and she went to go see her doctor, she didn't go to the emergency. She went to see her doctor, like you can do in Canada even, and you know they checked her out, whatnot, and that was it. But like let's say I go to emergency, I show my card, and they do have waiting rooms, but it's not like home. Like I've never seen it like packed to the point that people are waiting there hours and hours. Maybe some people have, but I haven't because I had to go to emergency. And whenever I went to emergency, well, they actually took me like right away. They put me in the room, and the same day at like noontime, they had me in an ambulance going to Portland for surgery. So it's just, I don't know. It's everything's just so quick. You know what I mean? Like they don't fuck around.
Awesome.
Something needs to be done. It's done
fantastic.
now. That's what I liked about it. I even told my mom, like, you know, like the doctors were really nice. Everyone was really nice. They're like, yeah, of course, because they're getting paid. I'm like, well, you're kind of getting paid everywhere. You know what I mean? But it's just the difference. I don't know. I found it was the quality of the hospitals and everyone all the medical staff just seemed to be more professional from my experience of living in both
Nice.
countries. But
Very good.
it doesn't mean that there isn't good hospitals in Canada, because there is.
Oh, yeah.
But there is also some that's like, people will tell you, I wouldn't go there. But like surgery, like if the surgery I went for, if this would have been like in Canada, I would have had to wait a couple months probably. And like some people where they go and they have to get like surgery like on their arm and stuff like that. Well, where they're paying, they can get it done almost instantly. You know, they might have to wait a little bit, but it's nothing
Wow.
like for instance, I had a mole on my back
Okay.
that had to be removed in Canada, like when I was living in New Brunswick, and I had to wait like a year before I seen a specialist to get it removed. And by the time I seen the specialist, it got like way too big, and they had to remove it. Anyway, but it took a year because there was
So that would have been a
no
lot
specialist.
faster.
Oh yeah. Like I talked to, because I'm still working on getting a doctor, because like I don't really have one yet, but my wife does. And I went with my wife one day, and we're like, oh yeah. She looked at my back. She's like, yeah, we can once you get all set up, she's like, we can make an appointment. Probably get that done in a couple weeks. So you're talking about a couple of weeks as opposed to a year, because I have another one. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's the big difference is like when you go to Canada, go to hospital, you don't have a bill at the end. But here it's like, you know, your insurance covers, like mine covers like 80%. So like if I go to the hospital and I pay like a portion of it, I pay like, so if the bill's like 10 grand, 80% is paid. I only pay 20%.
$2,000, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But you don't have to like just fork over the money or else you lose your house. It's like you can make payments. And that's for like emergencies or stuff like that. And a lot of the times I'm saying that like that and it's like, oh wow, man, it must be really expensive. It's like, yeah, but because you have the insurance. Like if you wouldn't have insurance, that would probably be 10 grand. But because you have insurance, it's probably like 2 grand. And you're only paying 80% of 2 grand. You see what I mean? Yeah. So you really save a lot by having insurance. But me and my wife, we have dental, vision, and health, and it's like $280 a month. But we split it down the middle and whatever.
Nice.
So it's not a big deal. You just don't miss your payments, and you won't have any problems.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Okay. That's where a lot of people. That's where I think a lot of people are like, oh, it sucks in the States is that a lot of people get health care and then like they quit their job and they're like, oh, they don't make their payments on their health care, then they get a big bill. And it's like they don't come after you for your house. It's just that it'll go on your credit and it'll hurt your credit.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm sure that there's some extensive fucking things there going on. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I don't know. I've never had an issue with it.
I guess it really depends because I can imagine some people do benefit a lot from the Canadian free healthcare that we have, but then again in the States you can choose your plans accordingly, your insurance plans. And in Canada we also don't get dental and vision, so we actually have to work out something else like an insurance plan as well, or we just it's very expensive.
Oh yeah, it is, but you know it can be expensive, but I mean you have to think too. Like you're in Ottawa right now. You're in Ontario. So do you both have a healthcare card that's in New Brunswick? Well, do you? Is yours still in New Brunswick?
I still have my New Brunswick card. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you this, and because whenever I lived in Alberta and I went to the hospital, I forgot I was an idiot and I forgot my healthcare card. My mom had to send it in the mail. So when I went to the hospital, they sent me a bill of $18,000. And this was in Canada. I'm not joking. I was in Alberta because whenever I went to the hospital, I didn't show my Medicare card. So they sent me a bill. And I sent it back. So I talked to my mom, and she went to Service New Brunswick. And the woman said, well, just fax us or email us the bill, and we'll see if we can cover it. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I hope that they can, because what the hell am I gonna do, you know? Well, anyway, they said, woman said, yeah, we're gonna cover it, but next time you go to the hospital, be sure that you change it over to Alberta, because then you'll have a bill and you'll have to pay it. Okay. So it's like, let's say you've been, because I was there for like 6 months, and after you're living somewhere for so long, you're supposed to change everything over, right? Well, I didn't, so they kind of did it. I don't know how she did it, but anyway, I didn't have to pay for it. Well, she told me, like, next time you go to hospital, you might have to pay for it. And this was in Canada, so I'm like, okay. So realistically,
$80,000.
So, and realistically, like your healthcare really is only good in the province that you're in. Like if you're from New Brunswick and you go to a hospital in New Brunswick, It's only good in New Brunswick. If you go to another province, it's got to be approved. And if it's not approved, then you got to pay for it. I'm not joking. It's true.
Yeah, you have 3 months once you live somewhere else to get the new healthcare.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then it's not valid.
Yeah, well, there's
right
some
now,
places.
I don't have mine.
Yeah. So right now you're like.
Yeah, if I get really sick, I could not afford a hospital.
Just apply for your health card.
To be fair,
already.
though, I could just get someone to drive me all the way to New Brunswick real quick. Hopefully,
but if you're very
possible.
sick, that's not going to be very comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take the train or a plane because you're double vaccinated, so you'll be able to travel back.
I have a question for you. Do you have a New Brunswick ID?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Just don't. Well, I mean, we're on the internet, so. I don't know. Oh, I don't live in Canada, so I don't care. But I mean, I guess you could just tell them, "Hey, I live in New Brunswick. I only travel here every now and then." I mean, there's people.
I was in New Brunswick during Christmas.
Yeah.
I've only been here for a month.
Yeah, I go to Ottawa to do a podcast every now and then to stream with my cousin, then I come back.
I go to Ottawa to stream with my cousin, and then I go back home.
Yeah, to stream.
Your cousin who doesn't live in Ottawa.
I'm very wealthy, so obviously.
You need this whole office space.
Yeah, office.
Yeah.
100% not my apartment.
Craziness. So, do you guys still see me pretty good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I got some news.
Oh, what's those news?
This has nothing to do with the COVID situation.
Yeah.
My roommate was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be living in Toronto soon." I'm like, "What?"
Oh no!
But he said I don't know if it's gonna happen. He said he's gonna try to refer me to one of his friends to see if I'll need to find a roommate really soon. If hopefully I can get someone that I know.
Hey Vanessa.
Yeah, hopefully you can.
Hey Vanessa, you needs a roommate.
You're breaking. I can't hear you.
I said,
I think it's Ari.
I said, hey Vanessa, I think that he needs a roommate.
Oh, I'm not looking for a roommate right now, but I mean, if anyone is looking for a roommate,
I'm not looking for a roommate right now.
Come on.
I mean, he'd be a fantastic roommate, though. I mean, he'd keep the place clean. He'd cook food, buy food. I don't know.
Food, buy food. Wow, I'm not. Jesus Christ, I'm your sugar daddy at this point.
No, you are someone else's
That's what you're making
daddy.
it sound like.
You'll
live here for free,
All I'm saying is that you'd be a great roommate. You keep the place clean, organized, clean to an almost obsessive level, but it's good for some people.
Oh yeah, he's
you do all the dishes.
He's clean. He's definitely clean. You guys have
and you don't have any pets.
Hey.
Come on, internet.
Hey, are you on?
Yeah,
so do you still see us? Do you still hear me right now?
It's kind of breaking, so I don't know if it's just not loading fast enough or what's going on.
Breaking?
The internet's just being slow.
Really?
Yeah, must be a lot of people on the internet right now. Possible.
Oh, because I think it's fine on my end.
Because your voice is cutting out for us, not because of you, but because of my internet.
Oh, is it really?
So we can really follow up with the conversation.
Hey, well, see if you can. I'm just gonna go back here. Back here. See if you can see my screen. What's on my screen right now?
Let's see if I can actually see anything.
I just wanted to see if it was gonna work while doing all this at once. I was just
All right,
really...
stream is working again.
Is it?
Oh, it's loading.
It's loading.
It's loading, like on your phone.
Yeah, my internet's crapping out. That's unfortunate. I can't watch this stream right now.
No, oh really?
I mean, we can still talk, so that's good.
We can still talk. Oh, actually, it looks. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's
it kind of looks fine, but it's the internet, so I guess it's irrelevant.
If you guys if you guys would see what I was doing right now, you'd laugh.
You're breaking. We can't hear you. We don't understand what you're saying.
No, this is why we need to do it like in one room.
The three of us together having a nice discussion.
How's this now?
Maybe not. Oh, now that sounding
we heard
okay.
that sentence.
Oh, we did. Okay, so we're back.
We're looking back. Welcome back.
I think my internet didn't like me playing. I don't think my internet liked the fact that I was trying to play SnowRunner at the same time.
Of course you were. Let me just set up my wheel real quick. Hey guys, we're talking about COVID trucker. I'm actually playing a trucking game right now.
I was trying to, but the friggin' thing was just like, I don't know. I guess I have to run LAN. I have to run LAN core down here or boost up my internet speed a little bit. Because my computer was running fine, I seen you fine, but then I noticed my camera was starting to get a little blurry.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
Yeah, that was me trying to play a video game.
Hopefully your internet's not.
Well, I'm streaming, recording, and playing a video game all at once. My computer's handling it pretty good, though. It's just...
I'm playing a video game all at once.
I was trying to, but hey. You know, you can only... Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So,
you have to choose. Do you play the video game or you're on the live stream?
True. I just wanted to see, because if you go on YouTube, you might see where I was on. I was like trying to drive the truck, but I was stuck on the rocks. Anyway, I'm just a yeah. I don't know. But do you know when's the next time you're going back to New Brunswick, Nick?
Probably this summer.
Oh, really?
The goal would be to go when everything's opened up, so I can actually enjoy going there. I would like to go camping once again. It's been a long time. Go doing some four-wheeling and such, fires, sing songs, classic stuff to do with the family. That's what I would like to do for summer.
Very nice, very nice.
But to do that, I need money. So for the next couple weeks and months, I'm going to be working my ass off on everything. Because especially now that my roommate's saying, hey, peace out.
Definitely.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Well, that's what sucks right now. It's like you got to find, because that's how much is your, if you don't mind me asking, what's your rent every month?
It's $1,600.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. I can't live alone.
Holy shit, man. They're really
yeah, the prices are very high. Trudeau is definitely a big reason for that, though.
Wow. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. You might just have to move. You might just have to move somewhere else, dude.
That's definitely one of the things I'm considering, because I was considering moving out of here like a month ago, because I was like, I can probably get a place for cheaper now, maybe.
Yeah.
But my roommate was still here. Now that he's confirmed that he won't be, I'm gonna take a look to see if I can find some other place. But that also means that I need to do a down payment on that place, and I don't have enough for a down payment right now. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'd be looking at trying to borrow money from my brother or mother temporarily.
Eesh.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be cheaper in the long run, but...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I wish you the best of luck finding a cheaper place.
In Ottawa, dude. Yeah.
In Ottawa.
The housing is... Okay, I gotta look this up just for fun. This housing...
It went up by 20%.
20%, that's crazy.
in the last year.
Like housing and
Yikes.
average.
Like there's houses that were $450,000 are now nearly $1 million. So that's
wow.
I mean this last year was just 20%. So the year before that probably even more.
So houses that were what 200,000 were now worth how much?
So it was 450,000, and now it's worth 900,000.
It was 450,000. Now it's worth 900,000.
Yeah.
Well, I have this chart here. If you want to look on the YouTube stream, it shows here. It shows here. As of April 60. Okay, this is going quite far. Oh wow. Wow.
Isn't it crazy?
The lowest it's been in June 11th of 2016. Rent for one bedroom was $1,050.
That's crazy.
1,050, anywhere between 1,100 and 1,050, and that makes sense because when I lived in Edmonton, my apartment was 1,050.
Okay.
And now, for a one bedroom, as of February 12th, 2022, 1,500. That's $450 more expensive. And then, if you go back to, let's go to January of 2020. It was $14.99, and now it's $14.99. I don't know. Median rent. Center town is $1,500. Sandy Hill is $13.99. What part of Ottawa do you live in? Like, what's your neighborhood?
Vanier, you said?
Vanier. So it's really close to the center of the city.
Oh, Vanier? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're like in
the hood.
In the hood.
Ooh,
I'm like right in between the city and not being in the city.
Well, if you see it here, I have it highlighted. Like Vanier is 1365. Is at what the average is.
So yeah, I could probably get an apartment for cheaper now. I mean, I don't know if it'd be as good as this one though. Like for the price, because I mean, I have a pretty big apartment.
I would just,
and it does have a patio as well. I mean, I don't care about not having a patio anymore.
So you live in a 2-bedroom. You live in a 2-bedroom, right?
It's almost like a 2-bedroom, but it's a 1-bedroom.
Okay. Well, yeah. If I were you, I'd just look for another roommate, like, now.
Yeah, and then whenever I have enough money, we'll move out together, probably. Find a 2-bedroom for a little bit more.
Who would move out together?
Me and my roommate.
Him and his roommate.
When I get another one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. A 4-bedroom apartment in Vanier is $2,400. Oh,
okay.
I think at that point you're looking into getting a house, maybe a small town house.
2,400. Is that what you said? 2,400?
Yeah, it actually isn't too bad. That's in Vanier. If you look here, like
yeah, because then you're looking at $600 each.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's fairly reasonable.
You know.
It is.
Yeah, 2,400 divided by 4. Yeah. That's not too bad, but I mean, where you're already settled in an apartment, you know, because it's what, $1,500 a month.
Yeah, 1,600. Yeah,
1,600. Whose name is it in?
Mine.
It's in your name. Okay. Well, that or go work back at Staples.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
No, 1,000% not going there. Especially right now because of lower hours. They wouldn't even hire me even if they wanted to.
Wow.
Because that store is being kind of rejected in a sense because it's not racking up as much money. And COVID definitely did not help because we've had all the lockdowns and it's been very bad for the community. A lot of people were getting angry during the lockdowns, so a lot less customers are showing up, especially the repeated ones. So yeah, no, it's not been that great. And plus, the targeted audience that Staples is going for is like younger folks, but it's mostly older folks that go to the Staples. So it's the older folks that get affected by COVID. So it's very possible, statistically speaking, that they're not here with us today.
I want a Pentium 4, and I want it now.
Oh man, no, I've had some really interesting scenarios at Staples. It's definitely an experience though. I like talking to people. I like explaining them what I like and what's good for them. I don't like pushing for warranties.
I never liked that either. Honestly, when I worked for a call center and stuff, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it makes you feel uncomfortable because you're like, there's some things that a warranty makes sense, but there's a lot of things that don't make sense. But you need to advertise the warranty for everything.
Yeah.
Like for printers, it makes sense because they're all made like to die in 3 years. Like they're not the 10-year lifespan that they used to be, like a Mac, right?
Whoa. I got one over on the chair over here, and it's just a little one, and you'd think that thing would be so easy to use. It's wireless, and you have the cord that plugs in the back of it. I can't get that fucking thing to print, even if I tried. And it's like 3 years old. It's like, what do they make the internals out of? Clay?
It's like 100% plastic. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
You may as well 3D print your own printer.
I was just thinking the same thing, dude. I was just thinking the same thing.
3D print your own printer.
Well, I know a guy, he's actually fixing my parents' side-by-side right now here in the States. Because I brought it over to get fixed. And he has his wife works at the school as a scientist. And they have a 3D printer. And whenever I need parts for, like, my RCs and stuff, he's like, yeah, just let me know, and I can 3D print it.
That's
so
awesome.
like I was building an RC for like my nephew, and it was like an old one, and I had put like a new motor and everything in it, like a hobby rig motor and battery and everything. So it's gonna be like, it's still gonna be 2-wheel drive, but I could be able to spin the tires and shit. This would be pretty cool. And the only thing I couldn't find was the arm that goes like from each wheel. And then like on the new ones, how it worked was you had one arm and then another arm would connect to it and would go to the servo, which turns left and right for your steering. But on the old one there was two, so each one had its own servo. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. So I tried to fix up a bar and to go to the servo, but every time I get one tire is always turned like this way.
Okay.
And to fix it, I'd have to take and like get a smaller rod, but it's almost impossible. So I'm just like going to 3D print a plastic one. And just get it so I could put another one inside, put a screw in, and then go to the servo, and there, you'll turn left and right. That's the only thing that needs to do, is turn left and right. That's it. It runs. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it runs great. But, yeah, 3D printers are pretty cool. If I would have, like, more time off and stuff, and, like, more time to actually do shit, I'd probably get one because it would be nice for RCs. So if you need like an axle and you just kind of want to get by, you don't have to wait on Amazon for like a couple days, or well, Amazon's not that slow here, but you don't have to worry about waiting. You just print one, buy the new one on the internet, just wait for that one to come in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to have a phone stand. And if you had a 3D printer, you could easily just model a phone stand, put it there, and it would just sit there. And it'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
Like the small things like that are like, you know what? Instead of buying it, I'll just print it. I'll make my own, have fun with it.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
You can put your logo on it too.
What's the price of the ink on a 3D printer?
It's it depends on what type of filament you get.
Well,
it's per feet, I believe.
If you want to follow the screen here, I'm going to show my desktop. We'll see what the prices of a 3D printer is.
Sure. That
sounds interesting.
Fun.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me see. Well, there's one here. Well, Walmart sells one, but it's a do-it-yourself. Let's see here. Creality Enter 3D printer, do-it-yourself kit with resume printing function. It's a 3D printer right here for $188.
That's not bad.
That's US, by the way.
I mean, still, for
like you're gonna see it on the screen eventually. I don't know how much of a delay there is.
Yeah,
but...
we can see it on the screen right now.
Oh, we can see the 3D printer right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're on the page itself.
Yeah, I mean for $188, it's not too bad.
No, that's very
so
good.
It could print 220 by 220 by 250 millimeter. I don't know how big that is, but
22 centimeters by 22 centimeters by 50 by 25 centimeters.
Yeah.
So a couple inches, or quite a few inches. It's pretty good.
You could probably make like RC parts, like what I'm looking for. You could probably do that with it.
Oh yeah, you could have fun with it. It'd be awesome. There's even people that made just like cylinders, cylinder, and they cover the whole wheel with it, so they make it like a perfect fit. And then because of how smooth the plastic is, if they're surrounding the whole wheel, you start driving, it's like drifting. It's hilarious. There's like less friction. It's really cool. A lot of people get creative with it. They made so much. It's crazy.
Well, there's one here from Best Buy. It's $2,000. It's $2,000.
$2,000.
Is it a resin printer?
It's a MakerBot replicator and wireless 3D printer black. It's
because there's a few different types of printers. There's some that literally have an arm that goes around and prints everything, but there's another one that's in a liquid, and essentially a laser is pointing from the bottom, and every time it I don't know, as soon as it touches the actual mounting point, it turns the liquid into solid. Wow. And it just keeps going upwards from, like, it's super weird. It's super, like, it looks almost like from a fantasy movie. It's really cool.
Right. Well, this one here...
But yeah, it prints completely different, and it's really neat.
Well, this one here is, yeah, it's like $2,100 basically. $175 a month. Well, that's not too bad. And specifications. Display screen size 3 inches. Yeah. Product height 16. Let's see here. Look at how big they can print. Maximum.
Pretty cool looking.
Oh wow.
Printer.
Maximum. I don't know. Oh, build info. Okay, is this what it can print? I'm assuming this is what it can print. It says.
Well, you can check online for how much the filament is. I believe they sell them in a bunch of varieties. Depending on which one you buy, it's a lot cheaper or more expensive.
Right. I guess it depends on the quality of the product that you want to 3D print.
Well, this one here is a spool filament type. Spool.
Okay.
Yeah. It shows all the file formats. And down here, if I look, it says maximum build height 6.5 inches. Maximum build length 11.6. Maximum build width. You can make it. You can make something 7 inches wide by 11 inches in length and 6.5 inches in height. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you can make a pretty decent big part.
Filament maker, but it's a spool type. I don't know. I know nothing about 3D printers, so it's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you can get like there's cheap ones. I just don't know how good they are. I don't know. I mean, $215. That's pretty good. There's one here for $215. It's XYZ printing. Specifications here. Let's see what they are.
It's probably going to depend on what you need to use the 3D printer for, and also whether you're willing to buy a recognized brand over a newer, not so popular brand.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like this one here could build.
I'll be right back.
If this is what it really means, you can build by basically 6 inches to 6 high, 6 wide. So that's pretty good.
Sounds good.
I would like to get one. I would like to get one to try it. Like, if I was really gonna just like, hey, I want to see if 3D printing is good, I'd get like the $219 version. And then if it was like something I see myself do a lot, then I'd just get like a bigger one or a better one. Because I like that's the thing.
No, that makes perfect sense, because that way you get to try it, you get to see what can you actually do with that more affordable 3D printer, and then you can see its limitations or what you actually want to do.
Yeah, because I'd like to make like RC, like if you need like steering arms, or you want to make like I don't know, fenders or something like that. You want to build like your own like little body. I'd like to see if it could do stuff like that. That I mean, a $220 version, $220 3D printer might be all I need. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You don't have to spend the extra $1,000 or thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Well, that $2,000 one looked like you could build a fucking motor in it. It's crazy.
I'm sure if you keep looking, you're gonna find even pricier ones for even bigger things.
Oh, probably 3D printers and pens.
But then you also need to look at the space where you're gonna have it, whether you have a lot of space or a very small space, because that's gonna matter.
Well, there's one here. It's Matter Hackers is selling it for $4,866. And
Wow.
RS Components in USA is selling it for $7,659. This one here looks like oh, that one looks like a gigantic one. Wow.
Let me see which one.
I'm sharing the screen.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, this one here. I'm just gonna Matter Hackers.
$7,000, almost $8,000 on a 3D printer. Yeah, I think before you buy one, no matter how small, you definitely need to do your research and see exactly what you're gonna need it for. Because it feels like, I mean, if you're gonna try it with a 200 and something like dollar 3D printer, it's not gonna be so bad. But I mean, I can't imagine spending $8,000 on this unless you really have a very specific purpose for it and the money.
Yeah, like this one here looks like a legit professional one. Like this looks like this guy made a manifold for a car or something. I don't know. What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
No idea.
Huh. Glue stick, oil, grease, hex screwdriver. Oh, they even give you a screwdriver for $4,000. Oh, that's good. Wow. Anyway, it's interesting, but yeah, the $200 one I'd like to try. I mean, I can manage with $200. I'll let you try it.
No, and $200 is not that big of an investment, and you can definitely play around with it.
Yeah, well, definitely. So were you guys playing Super Mario 3D?
Yeah, but
on his laptop?
But it just took forever for my controller to actually be able to, I guess, sync, or it took so long. We probably didn't really play for that long. And then, let's get started with the podcast. So
yeah, I hear ya.
Good stuff. But we also played some Beat Saber, which is fantastic on the VR headset.
Beat Saber? Oh, VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is super fun. I have my VR headset right there, actually, over to the left. I use that to play Flight Simulator.
Oh, very nice. Flight Simulator is quite complex.
Yeah, but I'm sure if I try to load that up right now, I'm sure that my internet wouldn't like me too much.
It would just crash.
So
how was your day today? What did you do today?
Today, well, I don't know. I was just tired. I just I woke up this morning. I woke up like around 10 or 11. I just didn't want to get out of bed. And went into town. Well, I dug out my car, brought the garbage up the hill, went and got gas for the side-by-side. And then I put oil on my wife's truck, which I did a while ago. You guys were here. Went grocery shopping. Yeah. Brought her truck at the garage because it's got to get maintenance done to it. What else now? I went to go see how the side-by-side was coming for my parents, but the guy wasn't there, so I'll go by another day. I know my parents are anxious. They're like, "Oh, I can't wait for it to be done, man. Can't wait for it to be done." I'm like, I know. So it's been like 4 years that hasn't been driven. So,
jeez.
Yeah, they're gonna be happy. Well, last year they took it to a guy, and they took it to this guy that they were trusting to fix it, and they spent like stupid money. I don't even want to tell you the amount because it's like upwards of, it's more than $2,000 they spent on it. And because I had found my parents another motor, and I found the motor on the internet, and so we had the motor shipped from Kansas to freaking Dalhousie, New Brunswick.
Jesus.
And the motor had like 400 or 500 hours on it. So anyway, because their motor in theirs they had overheated it, and it was like no compression. So got a motor, and they went to go put the motor, and they got this guy to put the motor in. But the guy was saying that was only half a motor, and I went and looked at the description, and the whole motor was there in the description. And my dad, when he got it, he said, "Yeah, it came in like a pallet, like a small pallet."
Okay.
And so they brought it to the guy, and the guy worked on it, and brought it to my mom and dad after them spending upwards of $2,000 or more on it. Let's just say it's closer to $4,000. But yeah, it's sad. And he fixed like a tie rod in the front. He welded the bumper, which needed to be fixed, so that was good. But the motor, I guess he said it only was half a motor, so he just changed like the top of the motor because there's two parts. There's like your head and then the bottom part. Yeah. Well, apparently he only changed the top part. But in the other motor where it had overheated, inside the motor there's a fan that turns. It looks like a fan, but it's like a blade. It turns, and that's what sends the hot water through your motor. Like not through your motor, but it's what cools down your motor, like with the coolant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the fan blades were totally shot, and the water pump that was on there, he had to like pry off. He was almost scared at one point. He was prying so hard that like the guy here that I have in Maine doing it. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. Anyway, the guy that changed the motor, like in New Brunswick last year, he only changed the top half of the motor. The bottom half of the motor, which I found out here in the States, which was really done, he never touched. The guy in New Brunswick never touched. So anyway, the guy in New Brunswick changed the top half of the motor. He put bullshit seals on the top, which were garbage. The gasket was still leaking around the motor.
Okay.
And puts it all together. Brings it to my mom and dad. It's done. My mom and dad take it for a drive up and down the hill. The fucking thing's sputting. Fucking can barely make the hill. There's no power. Oh, it must be. He comes by. And actually, one of the days he came by, I actually ended up being in Canada. And he was there, and he was like, yeah, there's just a seal there behind the motor. Once that's fixed, it's going to be fine. And he was calling it a piece of shit. He's like, oh, it's a fucking piece of shit. And, just problems with it. I said to this guy, and I knew how much money that my parents had give him, right? And by that time he went there, he wasn't getting paid. He was just going to come and take a look at it, apparently. I said to him, I said, well, if it's a piece of shit, I said, why are you fixing it for them? And he just, looked at me, and he was, he was talking in French to my mom, and, I can't speak French that much, but I understood, and he was like, oh, tell your son to not talk, to stop talking, or else I'm going to leave. That's what I understood to him. And I said in English, I said, well, if you don't like what I'm saying, this is more my place than yours, you are more than fucking happy to leave. You're more obliged than anything in the world to leave right now. And he just got in his truck and fucking spun off down the hill. So my mom was like, oh, why did you say that? I said, guys, you guys are wasting all your money. You spent fucking upwards of almost $4,000 into it. He's calling it a piece of shit. But yet he's coming here to put work onto it. Well, if it's a piece of shit, why is he working on it?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Maybe he was just saying that because he was angry. But it's the fact is that they gave him fucking upwards of $4,000, and you're gonna call it a piece of shit, and it's still not working good. So anyway, my parents gave up on it and ended up buying another side-by-side. And I grabbed the truck here, and I went over to my parents' house, and I put it on the trailer, and I brought it over to the guy over here in Maine. Well. Let's just say that the guy didn't basically do anything. He said it looked like nobody ever changed anything. He said it looked like someone had changed just the head of the motor, the top half. Okay. But he said there was metal shavings in the motor. He said the seals were barely holding anything. He said there was fuel coming out the side of the motor, and hear this. On those motors, there's what they call a choke. Because I know you guys don't probably know much about motor. Yeah. I don't either, but anyway, on that side-by-side, that particular side-by-side, there was a vent that goes from your carburetor into, not your carburetor, from your carburetor to your, where your belt is, where your transmission is, so it can have air or something like that. I'm stupid, so whatever. Anyway, the motor had flooded, and all the gas and everything went inside the transmission. And inside the transmission, there's bearings and there's seals. Well, gas and rubber seals and all that, it dries them out. And it fucked all the bearings in the transmission. So, the transmission, it would fucking never want to shift. And it would grind and on top of the motor not working right. And he's like, yeah, well, what happened? He said that motor had flooded and all the gas went into the transmission. And it dried out all the seals and the bearings. So the bearings and everything in the transmission was done. That was problem, basically, number one that he noticed right away. And number two, when he actually took the motor apart, that's when he's seen, the top half of the motor was changed. But he said the bottom half, which would have been from the other motor, the water pump was toast. There was no fins left on the fan blade inside or whatever it is. That the coolant goes around. He said he had to pry off the water pump, and that's an aluminum motor. And he was worried about cracking the motor. He said he almost gave up, but he got it. But anyway, that was a problem, and he showed me the pistons. The pistons were all scored on top, which showed that like the motor was really worn out. The bottom half of the motor, the cams were like seeping into the motor. Like on a motor, if you look, like you'll see like the camshaft like goes across like that.
Yeah.
And it has like, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, they were literally seeping into the motor. That's how wore it was. Jesus. So I said to the guy, I said, this guy that worked on the motor, I said, could he have? Is it possible that looking at this side by side, that there's upwards of $3,000 worth of repairs done to it? He said, absolutely not. He said, there's like barely like $100 worth of work done to that. He said the bumper in the front looks new. He said the tie rods are new in the front, but he said that's about it. Yeah, Tiff? Supper's ready? But anyway, it just goes to show you, like, oh man, they were so upset. So anyway, this guy over here, he's doing really good, but it cost everything all together is still like $1,800 to get it fixed. But this guy's legit doing everything that needs to be done, not chipping my pin.
Well,
like,
I mean, that's awesome. That's better that than just keeping the garbage.
Yeah, well, the other guy legit
stole
money.
I'm working.
That was very unfortunate that he didn't do his job properly.
There's a lot of that in New Brunswick, though. It's really bad.
Yeah, there is. Like the other guy, he legit. You can say what you want, and he's what if? I'm coming. I'm just gonna end the podcast here. I'll be right up. So, the podcast.
Just gonna be distracted.
The repairs that the first guy had done. He'd come by, ask my parents for $800, $1,000, $500, $800. You know what I mean? But I told my parents, I said, why did you pay him without seeing results or receipts? You know what I mean? So that was their fault in a way too. But the guy literally he ripped my parents off. He didn't do anything. He changed the top half of the motor, but he said, I could have done that. He said that would have been a good head and everything, and the bottom half would have been fine. He said it would have just been the head that was fucked up. He said I could have done that in like 4 hours. I was like, wow. And it's just sad. But this guy's doing everything. He's got the transmission already done, I guess, and the motor is still working on it. But it'll be done soon, and then they'll have it'll be fucking brand new, so.
Well, you may as well sell the damn side-by-side altogether with a higher price. Make your money back that you lost.
Well, no, my parents are going to keep it because, like, they're going to keep it because that one there is more like is more of a utility one where you can, like, put stuff in the back and haul stuff around.
Oh, okay. Right.
Or the one that they have now is more like a trail buggy. It's not made to haul anything other than 2 people.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because supper's ready, and I know she's gonna come downstairs. Supper's ready. So I'm gonna
go and have a beautiful time with your lovely wife. Enjoy your dinner.
I will. It's gonna be fabulous. No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But yeah, you guys have a good day, and you guys have a good week. I'll probably talk to you sometime this weekend, Nick. Anyway.
Yeah.
And since we do the podcast with my laptop now, we can basically do it from the truck too.
Yeah.
Well,
as long as there's a strong internet connection.
Yeah. Well, as long as I'm not driving, I'll be off sea. But I mean, like if I'm stuck somewhere and I'm stuck for a couple hours, I mean, we can, or if you have time.
I'll let you know. But yeah, again, like I'm gonna be working on my business a lot more, especially now.
Especially now.
Because if I don't have a roommate by the end of the month,
Yeah, well, you have to find yourself a roommate, dude.
I'm just praying that he finds a friend that needs a roommate now, or like.
Oh, he cut out. Uh-oh. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? He should be coming back. I don't know why it's been doing this today. Come on, stream, come on. All right, let's see.
She's watching.
Oh,
all right.
I got you guys back.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll say bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna say bye. I lost you guys. You know that, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
We know.
Now you guys, I can only see you guys on the stream, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and we'll talk again soon.
It's awesome.
Sounds
All
good.
right, thanks everyone for tuning in, and everyone have a safe and good week.
All right.
Bye. Bye now. You guys better be good.
Bye.